Where? I actually met my wife at church. That church. Yes. It was embarrassing. No, I didn't want to go back. It's like, that's it! Any other questions? Yes?
What was your favorite arc out of Lelouch?
Favorite arc? I really liked the first 60 episodes. It was a lot of fun for me. I'm not, the fillers are whatever, you know, but everything other than the filler has like been better and better for me. Like it just gets cooler and cooler. But I really like the beginning, only because that was like it was first, you know. And so it's kind of, I don't know, that's how I feel. So deal with it. Yes.
Say your favorite line in Lelouch's voice.
My favorite line in Lelouch's voice. Okay. I, Lelouch v. Britannia, command you to live! That's my favorite part. Actually, it's not my favorite. Stop clapping. My favorite is the very, very end. But I'm not going to say those lines, because some of you haven't seen it, and you should go see it to get to there, and then ask me to say it. As long as everybody in the room has seen it. Okay? Deal? Good. Okay. Next question.
That went under so we can't see it.
What? Oh, yes. Yes. But you want me to shout it? Can I shout it after the concert? Because I gotta sing, and already I shouted too many It's Morphin' times and stuff. I'll do it after the concert. Just come up to me and say, okay, now say it, man. You said you're gonna say it. And I'll do it then. Yes. Can I what? In an angry voice? That's still gonna be loud and shouty. You can't take her question anyways. Who do you think you are? Get your own question.
Yeah, I thought so.
How dare you? Thief. Question stealer. Anyone else? You're not stealing questions, are you, sir, next to her? Okay. What was the what moment? In anything? Oh, gosh. I don't know. Oh, did you say Broken Path? Yeah, Broken Path. It's a film. It's a live-action film that I did. It's you kind of have to find. I think you can watch it on YouTube or whatever. I split my head open in real life on that. I had to do a stunt where there's like a chair here. The guy like throws me and I crash into the chair or whatever. And I'm supposed to slide into this entertainment center or whatever. And so I did it the first take, you know. And I crashed into it, slid into the entertainment center, and the it'll have like a glass thing that opens up. So it opened up and they could see the reflection of the lights. And I'm like, oh, it's okay, but we need one more, you know, just in case. And so I did it again, and I thought, it didn't hurt the first time, so I might as well go harder and faster. That's what I'm going to do. And so I decided to run harder and faster, which was dumb. And so I did, and I crashed into it, and I missed the entertainment center, and I crashed the back of my head into like the corner of like, there's like a built-in, it's like a brick corner, and then I had a built-in speaker that was like edged, and cracked myself in the back of the head. And I think this side or whatever, and then I stood up because I just was going to keep acting. I was like, stood up, I was like, I'm going to lay down now. And the funny thing is, like, already at that point, I was covered in blood because we were doing some, like, fake blood from doing fight scenes. And so I was like, all this blood all over me and blood coming out of the back of my head. And I go to the emergency room, just like covered in blood, you know? I walk in and everyone's like, oh my gosh, what's happening outside? And so I walk in and there's like, you know, a couple, there's like this guy and his wrist is bandaged up and this girl has her ankle wrapped up, you know, and they're waiting. And I go over, I'm like, yeah, I split my head open. The nurse is like, okay. And she passes me this thing to fill out, like a ton of papers. And then she's like, yeah, if you can just fill this out, you got a couple of people in front of you. I was like, and I'm thinking like, wait a minute, no. Like you don't, I'm trying to use all of this because my head does really hurt, right? And I know I need stitches because it's just pouring blood. And I'm like, wait, are you serious? Like, just how his wrist is bandaged up. Come on, my head is open. She's like, yeah, it's just gonna be a couple minutes. I was like, what? So I go and I fill this thing out. My head is, I'm bleeding all over and like getting blood on it on purpose. Like, this is what you get. And then I turn it back in and I wait for over an hour. It's like 2 hours. Finally, I get to go in there and they sit me in the room. They're like, a doctor will be with you in just a second. And that's another hour. And then the nurse comes in and she's like, oh. And then she starts to like try to clean me up. And then it's like the fake blood, right? So she's cleaning it up. She's like looking at it. She's like, she's doing it more. She's like, I'm like, yeah, this part's not real. But this is. She's like, oh. And then finally, after like 4 or 5 hours, the doctor comes in. He's like, yeah, that's a nasty one. Well, what do you want, staples or stitches? And I was like, well, staples sounds kind of painful. He's like, but it'll stay better. And I'm like, yeah, but I don't want you stapling in my head. He's like, can you just give me some stitches? And he's like, yep, we're going to have to do baseball stitches. And I'm like, whatever. Throw my head. Anyway, so I got baseball stitches in my head at the time. And then I went back to work after that. I came back. I was like, all right, let's go.